Just going through a quick installation of a new chainring, the two chainrings actually, a 50 teeth outer ring and a 34 teeth inner ring. It'll have had a full drivetrain upgrade by the time this is finished, so that's a new front two chainrings, also new Ultegra chain on there, also new CSR 8000 11-speed cassette on the back. I bought the bike used in August of last year. It's a Felt Z2. It's a really decent bike actually, and having not really known much about the history of the bike in terms of what the actual mileage was on it, I've decided to upgrade all the drivetrain on it. It's running Di2, which is a really decent group set in terms of ease of use. But I just thought it would be good to change the chain rings, as the chain was new about 20-30 miles ago. I know it's probably better to get everything swapped at once, but I've only put a few miles on this since I've put the new chain on. It's had new jockey wheels as well down at the back of the derailleur hanger. I'm also going to replace this little chain guard that's back there that you can see, the little felt one. Part of that's chipped off. I've got a brand new one here that actually came with the bike, which was decent at the previous seller. I've got two chain rings there to go on, so hopefully we'll be able to get them on. They have come from a place in America. There's just absolutely no stock of them in the UK or Europe, and I've been waiting for ages to get these FSA ABS SL-K chain rings, so now it's time to get them installed. So let's get on with it. So the task begins by getting yourself a T30 socket here. So it's like a star shape. I also have a set of replacement FSA bolts there. So the best method is to remove and replace these when you're doing this job. And then you go around the chain ring, loosening off the bolts as the first one. A bit tighter, and you'll notice that one there is longer. That's the one that's coming out of the crank arm, so there's the longer one and there's the shorter one. So now with some luck we should be able to get these bolts out here. Well, that chain ring's definitely gone there, the back one. So if we push from the back, these bolts, there we go, there's one. Two. Three. Four. And then we're able to take the chain ring off that way. There's the old one. Actually doesn't look in bad shape now I'm looking at it. There's the new one. Old, new. I think this is a perfect opportunity now to give everything a quick clean that you can't normally get to. A bit of brake cleaner will help here. Nothing near the bearings, but just something to clean the main grit off. think we'll try and pull this chain guard off here. That's in a right state. But probably done its job. Bloody messy though, under there. Bit of isopropyl alcohol. Get the new one here. Offer it up, see what the fit's like. Looks good to me. We'll give that one a go. Move the back in. And let's give it a crack. Just noticed here that there's an exposed section where I'm sure the chain could sometimes grab. I can see a few teeny little nicks in there, little scratches in the surface. I've recently just bought some PPF that I'm going to use to cover a new bike that I've got coming. So I'm thinking I'm going to just put a little snippet of that onto this exposed section. So I'm just going to get some of the grease off my fingers with the isopropyl, and then give this a quick spray and see how we get on with it. I'm only going to put a small piece on, nothing groundbreaking. It's not like I'm PPF in the front of a car or anything. Just want to give it a try here, see how we go. Cracking material. Like all the jobs I ever go at on a sort of DIY maintenance level, I always manage to make the job stretch out longer. This one's no different. It started off with a chainring swap, and now it's morphed its way into a full PPF of the crank arms. Well, I say full, bit of an extreme statement that. But when you're doing something, you may as well do it right, and do all the little mini jobs. So I've got a bit of heavy duty 3M here in gloss, so let's whack some of this on here. So now it's time to get the new replacement chain rings on. So let's go for the first one. So here's the 34, the inner chain ring, smaller of the two. Logos go on the outer side, so through the pedal, sort of as best as you can through the crank. There we go. And there'll be one for the crank arm that's there. Let's see if we can get the chain over that one. And on there. Let's try the second chain ring anyway. That there behind the crank arm. You can see that on there. That one there. Looking quite good. This small washer here is a spacer between the chain rings, so like it's a support between 34T chain ring and 50T. So let's try and work a way of getting that in, which ain't going to be easy. Right, we're good. Going to take a video here, just show you. We're just peeing around out there. So let's just whip this around. Can you see there? There's a spacer here where the end of my finger is. So there, that's the spacer between the inner and outer chain ring with the longer bolt into the crank arm. So let's just carry on now. Five. That's it, we're done. Now we just need to torque them up. So I read that it's about 5 Newton meters. I think it says 5 to 10. But I've got an error on the side of caution. We'll just start at 5 Newton meters because these are just aluminium. Don't extremely tighten any particular one. So we're going to try and do just gone for 6 on that one. I think that's good. Six on that one. 6. I think that is complete. So there we have it. So we've now got new chain rings in and out, new securing bolts, did a quick PPF there, fitted the protection on the chainstay arm. There's like I say, about 30 or 40 mile of use. Cassette on the back new, and new chain. So we've had a full job there. New jockey wheels at the bottom. They've been put on about 30-40 miles. They were put on when the cassette and the chain was put on. So I think we're good. I'll report back, let you know how the shifting feels, but should be golden. After completing this task, I took the bike out, did about half a mile test riding, went to the top of the road and back. The front chain shifting is so silky smooth. These chain rings have made an absolute massive difference. I was getting a little bit of slip after undertaking a chain change about a week or so ago,
and all pointers said that the front chain rings probably were a little bit worn. Well, when after taking them off tonight, they didn't look massively worn, but certainly when the new rings are on, it's made a really big difference. The only negative with it is that obviously it comes at some expense changing two front chain rings, but if it brings much more fun back to the bike, then just through ease of use and comfort, why not? So yeah, successful job. I'd advise anybody that wants to undertake this that it's really, really simple to do. You've seen my video. I think that set of or that particular approach would work for all different types of bikes. I don't think there's anything particularly unique apart from the configuration of the crank and the chain on this bike. So thanks for watching, and I hope it was of use to you all.